Good morning, and welcome to the virtual Greater Boston Church of Spiritism on this beautiful Mother's Day. Please join me in our opening prayer. Infinite Spirit, beloved God, we ask blessings upon all the mothers today, whether they are on the earth or in the spirit world. We ask your blessing and you fill them with love and peace and harmony. We also ask your blessing upon all of the earth, for she is the mother of all of humanity. Bring to her the light that she needs, the nurturance and the love she needs to renew her resources so that she may continue to nurture all of humanity. Bring to all of us the understanding of what we each need to do to honor our Mother Earth and to honor all of the mothers on this plane of existence and those beyond. Help us to love each other. Help us to honor the wisdom and the teachings that we have received from our own mother. We give thanks for your presence as we gather here today with open hearts and minds, and help us to know our mothers more clearly and more dearly, and bring to us all of the mothers from the highest side of life so that we may receive their guidance and their wisdom today as we walk along this journey of life. We give thanks for your love, your peace, and your patience as we say Amen. And I'd like to open Mother's Day service with the poem For Mother Earth. As we remember our mothers, we also must remember the beautiful planet upon which we live and all that the Mother Earth gives us. Mother Earth, who gives life to her children, who suckles them with the rich milk of her elements, who provide them with shelter, who nurtures through endless beauty. Mother Earth, oh Mother Earth, you give so much. You hold us so dear. You are slow to anger. You are forever patient. Mother Earth, sweet Mother Earth, we are your wayward children. We are spoiled by your gifts. We take so much, more than we need. We ravage your beauty that you long prepared. Mother Earth, ah Mother Earth, teach us your ways. Teach us laws. Teach us to heal you. Teach us to love you as you have loved us. My Mother Earth, return me to thy fruits of my work. Return me to your seasons of hope. Return your provisions that your nature provides. Return to me when my light subsides. Oh, sweet Mother Earth, we honor you today. And let us think of the Mother Earth and all of our mothers as we go into the coming week, and let us honor them all with the way we live and the choices we make. And now please join me in our prayer for spiritual healing, which will appear on the screen as we prepare for our healing meditation. I ask the great unseen healing force to remove all obstruction from my mind and body and to restore me to perfect health. I ask this in all sincerity and honesty, and I will do my part. I ask this great unseen healing force to help both present and absent ones who are in need of help and to restore them to perfect health. I put my trust in the love and the power of God. And now it's time for our healing meditation, a time when we can let go of all the busyness, all the stress of life, and just relax and breathe. So I ask you to just get comfortable wherever you are. Close your eyes and take a nice deep breath. Breathing in and breathing out, and allow your breath to bring you into this sacred moment of now. As you let go of all the busyness, as you let go of all of the thoughts that you've been holding on to, all the doing, all the busyness, and just allow yourself to be present right here, right now. For we know that the presence of God exists in the present moment. So as you breathe in, imagine that breath of God breathing with you and flowing through you, bringing to your body what it needs to heal, to be restored, and to be renewed. As you take another nice deep breath, just imagine this pure light of God flowing into the top of your head, connecting you fully to the source of life and love itself. And feel that magnificent white light moving down into your body through every aspect of it, filling your lungs, filling your bloodstream, filling your bones and joints and organs. Feel that white light moving through every system and filling every cell, reminding every cell of exactly who and what it is, and awakening the healing power that lies in the light within every cell. As you breathe out, release. Release any dis-ease you've been holding on to, any stress or tension. Anything that no longer serves you, breathe that out and release it. And just feel this pure white light of God that connects you fully and completely, flowing ever so gently down through your body, filling your mind, filling your emotions, filling every aspect of your being. And feel it moving down through your energy body, aligning your chakras, bringing to you what you need. And as you feel this light going all the way down from the top of your head to the tip of your toes, begin to imagine beautiful roots flowing out of your feet, moving down into the earth, into the Great Mother. And feel that energy of the earth connecting solidly to you. For you are a part of this planet. And this beautiful planet, this mother, brings to you the nurturance you need as a physical being. Just as the divine brings the nurturance you need as a spiritual being. We need it all. So as we let our roots go deep down, we feel that energy from Mother Earth flowing up through those roots into our feet, grounding us solidly to the here and now. And as we breathe, we feel that earth energy moving up into our root, filling us with a beautiful red, vibrant energy that brings to us the strength and the power to work with that divine light in our physical world. And as we breathe that earth energy up through our feet, up through our legs, through the root chakra into that sacral chakra, we feel a beautiful orange color filling us, awakening our passion and our joy for life, knowing we are co-creators with God. And we feel that orange energy merging with that white light within us. And as we breathe again, we feel that earth energy, that presence of Mother Earth moving all the way up through our roots, up into our solar plexus, filling us with a beautiful color of yellow. And that yellow is empowering us to be who we were born to be as spirits of God, shining brightly in the world. And we feel that radiant yellow vibrating from us, just as the orange and the red expand out around us. And we breathe that earth energy up again, up through our roots, moving all the way up into our heart, as our heart begins to expand and open, and a beautiful emerald green light merge with that divine white light. And we feel that beautiful green light filling us with love. And we feel that love flowing out from our hearts and going out into the entire world without limit. For as we share our love, we are boundless. As that earth energy merges with that energy of the divine, we know that it is in our heart we are connected from heaven and earth together as one. And we breathe that earth energy up again, up into our throat, as we fill with the beautiful blue energy. And we feel the energy of peace filling our throat chakra, opening us, expanding us, and bringing to us the ability to speak the words of love and kindness. For as the love flows up from our heart into our throat, merging with that essence of heaven and earth, we know that we can speak the words that are needed, that will help others in a kind, respectful, and loving way. And as we breathe that earth energy up through those roots, we feel it moving all the way up into our third eye, opening us and expanding us so that we may see with a higher perspective all things in life, awakening all of our imagination and our intuition. And we feel that third eye filled with the beautiful lavender color, that color of spirituality filling our third eye, so that we are always seeking the highest and the best as we merge with the divine and allow that energy of the earth to flow up, helping us to see what exists on the physical plane with higher vision. And as we breathe, we feel that earth energy vibrant and alive, flowing all the way up through our chakras, filling our bodies, moving up into the crown, merging with that white light. And we feel that white light filling us and surrounding us as all of the colors of the earth, the colors of the rainbow, expanding out from us. And this is who we truly are, a rainbow of light. And we allow the rainbow of light that we are, connected to heaven and earth, to flow out into our world around us. And we feel God's healing light and the healing powers of the earth flowing out to all people as we send it out from our field, our beautiful energy field that is expanded in this beautiful rainbow light. And we send it out to all beings so that we may all remember who we are, grounded to the earth and connected to the heavens. We are what connects heaven and earth. We are spirits of God, but we are physical beings at the same time. And as we take in the energy of the earth and the energy of the divine, we are able to bring this light to all people. So as we extend our rainbow light and all of the light and healing love that flows through us, we send it out to all the mothers. We send it out to all the children. We send it out to all beings on this planet and to every part of this earth, so that we may all exist in a place of harmony and peace, living fully as the beings we were created to be. Take a nice deep breath now, and know that you will continue to be this radiant, vibrant rainbow being as you send that love, as you send that light out into the world. And every day as you ground yourself to the planet and reach up to the divine, you will be a tree grounded to the earth, but radiating rainbow light to all you encounter. Allow this vision to take hold within you so that you may continue to hold that vision of who you are, beyond just a physical being, beyond even a spiritual being, but connected fully within yourself as all things. Take a nice deep breath now and feel all of your loved ones gathering around you as they express their light and their colors to bring to you the colors of the rainbow from beyond, so that you know you are always supported, always lifted, and you are never alone as you walk this journey of life. Keep your hearts open and keep those colors radiating through you so that you may truly live from a place of joy and peace, living fully as a divine being you were created to be. Take a nice deep breath now, feeling yourself grounded to the earth. With open hearts, we allow ourselves to gently come back to this room, wherever you find yourself, feeling the chair beneath you, feeling the clothes upon your body, and coming all the way back, remembering who you are as a being of light, as that beautiful rainbow light flows out from you and through you. And as you're ready, just open your eyes and smile and be who you were born to be. And if we're all back, feeling that wonderful light vibrating around us and within us, let us together say our declaration of principles, which will appear on the screen. We believe in infinite spirit and that God is infinite spirit. We believe that the phenomena of nature, both physical and spiritual, are the expression of infinite spirit. We affirm that a correct understanding of such expression and living in accordance therewith constitute true religion. We affirm that the existence and personal identity of an individual continue after the change called death. We affirm that communication with the so-called dead is a fact scientifically proven by the phenomena of spiritualism. We believe that the highest morality is contained in the golden rule, whatsoever ye would that others should do unto you, do ye also unto them. We affirm the moral responsibility of the individual and that they make their own happiness or unhappiness as they obey nature's physical and spiritual laws. We affirm that the doorway to reformation is never closed against any human soul, here or hereafter. And we affirm the precepts of prophecy and healing contained in the Bible are divine attributes proven through mediumship. And today, in honor of Mother's Day, we have with us for the sermon Raeleen Bandini. She is a certified medium, and also she's a mother and a grandmother. So we invite her to deliver a sermon for Mother's Day, and please open your hearts and welcome her into your hearts. She will be followed by a musical selection, Somewhere Over the Rainbow, sung by Branigan Reed. Enjoy.
Hello and good morning or good evening or whatever day and time it is that you're watching this. Today is Mother's Day, and I'd like to wish you happy Mother's Day. And today, as we celebrate Mother's Day with love and joy in our hearts, it is a glorious day for all mothers, whether by birth or other. This is the day chosen for mothers to be honored and loved as we bring them back into our memories and recall the life that molded us into the person we are today. Perhaps too, you're thinking of yourself and your journey as a mother yourself, while reflecting on the wonders of motherhood. So have you ever wondered how it was that Mother's Day became an actual national holiday? Well, it started over 150 years ago by two women named Julia Ward Howe and fellow peace activist Ann Jarvis. It all started with these two peace activists in 1870 when they urged for the creation of a Mother's Day. Dedicating mothers was the focus, but it was more on peace. Unfortunately, the time was not right for their plight, and the special day was not given during their lifetime. However, when Ann Jarvis died in 1905, her daughter Anna Jarvis set out to continue her mother's work and to secure this special day and to honor her mother's memory and all of the mothers. Anna recalls her mother's reasoning for seeking this honor as being that her mom repeatedly said, "A mother is the person who has done more for you than anyone else in the world." Through the tireless hard work and efforts of Julia Ward Howe, Ann Jarvis, and Anna Jarvis, in 1914, President Woodrow Wilson signed a proclamation designating Mother's Day be held on the second Sunday of May as a national holiday to honor mothers. Now, for over 100 years since the proclamation, we have all had the benefit of publicly honoring our mothers on this special day. Thanks to Julia Ward Howe and Anne and Anna Jarvis and President Woodrow Wilson. Now we have this special day to celebrate. Our love for this holiday is proven in churches where there are more attendees on this Sunday service, only third to Christmas and Easter. As well on this day, the highest number of phone calls are made and received on this special day. So every year on this special day, we really get a chance to set aside moments to reflect on the love our mother and the love we give to others as mothers. I must ask though, is it the mother's love we receive as children, the same love we share with children in our lives? As mothers, isn't it our duty to pass along the love we have in our hearts for children and the desire to share that love so they can grow and share their love with their children and on and on? How amazing it is as we see the growth of our mother's love and our grandmother's love that flows through them to us, from us to our children, and again through our children's children, and so on and so on. Science tells us that children ages 2 to 3 learn how to love and how to trust. By the age of 5, children grasp mental, social, spiritual, emotional, and physical aspects of self. By age 6, children have all the life's power tools at their disposal. The question becomes, what can we do to influence and help gain the best of what we have in ourselves for their future development? I think back to my early childhood and recall many lessons my mother taught me. My mother has always been a hard worker. She raised 4 children by herself and taught us to love one another and laugh as much as we can, even if we have to laugh at ourselves if it makes us giggle. My mother was an amazing cook. And to this day, I still cook her dishes for my family, and my husband is very thankful. She taught me how to be independent and to work hard for what I want in life, since it would not be handed to me. This instilled the confidence in myself that I could do anything I set my mind to. Another influencer in my life was my grandmother. My grandmother was the matriarch of the family, and I looked up to her and I loved her immensely. I knew very young I wanted to be like her. Her beauty, her grace, her elegance were all unmatched to anyone I saw as a child. She taught me how to be a lady, to have self-respect, and the importance of always putting my pretty shoe foot forward. She taught me the importance of family unit and the need to protect and care for family, and the importance of keeping everyone connected, even when separated. Writing holiday and birthday cards were always written nearly at the end of her life. I joyfully took over this task in her honor. She had an amazing sense of humor, which I got a little bit of, which reminds me of some advice she once gave me. She said, "Darling, when someone doesn't like you, kill them with kindness." And that rings so funny to me, even to this day, because I do recall chuckling when she told me that, trying to imagine just being so sweet towards someone who was really upset with me or didn't like me. But in truth, it really does. You don't actually have to kill them with your kindness, but being nice to someone who is not having a good day helps both of us, right? So that was really good advice, and one I can still laugh at, chuckle at, I should say. Now, as a mom, I recall a moment when my oldest daughter was pregnant with her first child, my first grandchild. As her due date came nearer to the day, she came to me with fear in her eyes and asked, "Mom, what if when the baby comes, I won't know what to do. And it was as if God handed me the answer right there and then when I quickly responded, have no fear, my love. When the baby comes, God plops a spiritual book of motherhood in your lap and into your heart, giving you all the answers you will need. And besides, I'm just a phone call away. To that, she gave me a great big smile and a sigh of relief as we both hugged and cried tears of joy. It was quite a really good day. Now I'd like to share a poem with you that I found on where else but Amazon. It's called Daughter, Now That You're a Mother. Watching you become a parent, warms me inside. My little girl, now a mother, pure happiness and pride. The precious child you cradle is a part of me. When I see you both together, I see the way you used to be. The miracle of your birth is a day I won't forget. I remember my enchantment as our face and eyes first met. I recall your sweet wet kisses and sleepy little sighs. I remember your first smile brought tears to knowing eyes. As your mother, I still shine by the woman you've become, first blessed by having you, and now your little one. I pray that as your mother, I've been all that I can be. May the love you give your children carry a part of me. Such a beautiful poem. Now, during this time of the year, this special day in spring, celebrating Mom and all the wonders of the world during spring, new beginnings, Mother Earth giving new birth to the growth on trees and the grass and all the beautiful flowers that are springing up. I'm also reminded of other nature's beauties and the amazing timing of all nature's creatures making their appearances. Squirrels chasing squirrels, birds singing tunes to find a mate, and large birds building nests to hatch their young. All of God's creatures are preparing for parenthood, and many animal mothers will do as we do to nourish, protect, teach, and set free into the world, armed with what they need to survive, to make it in the big world. Isn't that what we all do as mothers, as our mothers have done to us? Now, as I bring this special Mother's Day sermon to a close, I want to wish you all a wonderful and blessed Mother's Day as we remember our mothers and grandmothers, here or in spirit, smiling down on us. It always amazes me when I do mediumship and bring mothers through, and they send warm, loving sparks of love and energy that I pass on to the sitter, along with the loving words of wisdom. As spiritualists, we prove beyond a shadow of a doubt that we are always surrounded by our past loved ones, and they love to send us their love, their support, their encouragement from the other side, and to know that we are never alone. We always have them by our side. So with that, I pray that you all have a blessed and happy Mother's Day. Thank you.
When all the clouds are a hopeless jumble and the raindrops tumble to the ground, heaven opens a magic lane. When all the clouds darken up the skyway, there's a rainbow high
Raeleen, and thank you, Branigan. We thoroughly enjoyed both things. And now it is time for our spirit communication, a time when we can hear that wisdom from the spirit side of life. And I know that I and all of you have invited the mothers to come in today in honor of Mother's Day. And I know that we're all open to receive their wisdom. So I will be your medium once again and bring through whatever it is the spirit world has to offer. Even though we've welcomed the mothers, I'm sure everyone else is welcome as well. And remember, if you recognize people, please send me a little email and let me know. It's nice to know we're making connections, because I don't know who's out there watching, but I know that the spirit world does. And that's why they come in to reach you. So I'm just their instrument, and I will deliver to you whatever it is they bring through me. And now let us see who's with us today. All right, I feel like I have quite a few mothers with me, actually, and I feel like I have two that have walked up very closely. And I feel like both of these women feel like they're caretakers. I feel very much like a nurse with them. I have two different ones. Neither one of them is too tall. They might be a little bit taller than I am, but they're both coming in with those nurses' shoes. So I feel like they're the epitome of motherhood and caring. And I feel like they would have worked as nurses in their life in different capacities. I don't think either one of these are connected to each other, but I feel like they both want to get connected to their daughters. So I feel like as I'm blending with these two ladies, one of them would have passed at a good old age. I feel like she may have been in her 80s when she passed. I feel like she had a large family. I feel like she worked hard in her life. She worked as a nurse in her younger days and then took care of her family. But I feel like she was always that nurturing person, that caring person. She always knew what to do in an emergency. And I feel like she never got frazzled. That, oh yeah, you cut yourself, that's okay, we'll fix it. Oh yeah, you might need a stitch there, but oh, I think that's broken. So she never got flustered when her kids got injured. She always knew what to do. And in the neighborhood, she knew what to do for all the kids. So I feel like this lady would have been very active in the community, in the neighborhood, and all the kids knew her. So I feel like all the kids went to her house, and she would have been the one to take care of them if there was a problem. So I feel like she loved that about what she had to offer. She loved to take care of people. She loved to nurture. She loved to help out in any situation. That was just who she was. It wasn't, she didn't get carried away with herself. She just, that's what she did. And she wants to talk to her daughter, who does a lot of that herself. She's very nurturing and caring. And I feel like as I'm connecting the two of them, I feel like one of the things they both cared about were animals, because I see her daughter taking care of animals and her taking care of animals. It would have been something she shared, and they shared. And she's telling me that they shared that love of animals and love of people. They had beautiful hearts. She's very much like her mother, and she has a beautiful heart, and she's always caring, always willing to give, always willing to give that helping hand. And her mother wants her to know how proud she is of her. She watches her and she sees the good job she does with life. And she said, don't ever put yourself down. You're doing a perfect job. And she's very proud of you. And I feel like she just wants to give her daughter a big hug. But she's sharing that wisdom that, you know, we all have in us that mother love. Whether we have kids or not, we have that mother love in all of us that we need to nurture and bring forward. And how we nurture that love within us is by caring for other people or animals or whatever shows up in your life. Use that caring heart, because that's where you'll find the mother essence within you. She says we're all mothers, even the guys, we're all mothers. There's parts of us that have that divine feminine energy of love. And she said, as we care for others, we are honoring that mother energy that lives within all of us, male and female. So I feel like she's very wise as she comes in, and she's telling me she's learned a lot on the spirit side of life. I feel like she's been there a number of years, and she's learned a lot about how people are within themselves, and how sometimes I feel like she had sons too, because I feel like sometimes she saw in her sons they would block off that caring part of them because they needed to be manly. And she said, you're more manly than ever when you're caring and loving someone. So never think that's just a feminine quality. And so she's talking to everyone and her whole family how important it is to nurture and care for and love the people in your life. And that's when you're honoring me. You're honoring the mother. So I feel like she's representing a lot of the mothers who want that message to reach their children. Love and care for one another. And every time you reach out and do something nice for someone and you allow your heart to open, you're honoring what I gave you. You're my legacy. And so she's filled with love for all of her children. I feel like she had many, and not just her children that she gave birth to, but many children on the earth plane that she's connected to. And she said, you honor me every time you love, so keep it up. And she gives me a big smile. And I feel like she would have been tough and wouldn't have babied her kids. She would have made them bite the bullet and move forward and be strong, because I feel like within her she's very strong. So I feel like she's throwing that strength out to all of her children and say, your strength comes from the love that's within you, so pull it up and bring it out. And I'm going to leave you with her blessings. She's a great communicator. She doesn't want to leave, but I feel like she said her piece, what she really wants to say, and she wants her kids to know she'll be around all of them on this week of Mother's Day. She said it shouldn't be just one day, it should be a week. So she's honoring it for a week, she says. So I leave you with her blessings. Quite a character. And I want to blend with this other lady who has been standing very patiently waiting. She's very much a lady as she comes in. And I feel like she's not tall either, but I feel like she's very slight, and I feel like she would have passed early on, maybe in her late 30s, early 40s. I don't feel like she was very old when she passed, and I feel like she left her children, which saddened her deeply. I feel like it was a sudden passing, nothing anybody could do, and she was here one minute and gone the next. But I feel like she was also someone who would have nurtured and cared for many people outside of her own children. She also cared for people in the nursing profession. So I feel like she's coming in with that same caring and nurturing. And what the message that she's bringing is that self-love and self-nurturing. She said, you know, when you take care of yourself, you honor me. You honor your mother. Whether I'm your mother or you have a mother in spirit, we're all coming in to tell you when you take care of yourself, when you love yourself, you're honoring me because I love you. And so she's coming in to say, I'm speaking for many mothers that are here behind me, and we're all coming in to say, please love yourself, because we gave you life, and we lifted you up, and we taught you how to love yourself. We taught you how to care for yourself. I feel like her and many others with her are talking about eating healthy, and they would have made you eat your vegetables, and they would have made you go to bed early. And there were so many battles and so many fights that went on over bedtime and over dinner. But she said, we all worked really hard to get our kids to be healthy and strong, and we loved them with all our hearts and souls. And so there's so many mothers here that are sending all their love around their children and their grandchildren and saying, we loved you with everything we had. Love yourself in the same way. Love yourself with everything you have. And the way you love yourself is by treating yourself good, That means eating healthy. That means eating your vegetables. That means going to bed early and not staying up all night because you can. So I feel like she's laughing, but she's saying, I see how my kids are. And I also see how others are as we're gathering together. They're having quite a time up there, all these mothers. And they're all looking down at their children and saying, you could do better. You can treat yourself better. You can really work on loving yourself because we loved you. We showed you how. So please follow our instruction and love yourself by treating yourself well. And that's all they really want to say to you is treat yourself well. Don't put poisons into your system and expect to be healthy. Let go of all those poisons. Remember what we taught you. So I feel like all of these wonderful mothers that are gathered in this group, I feel like they're all in the profession of nursing or caring for other people. They all did things in their lives that went beyond just their families, and they really spent their lives caring for other people in many different ways. And there's another lady coming in saying, we weren't all nurses. I feel like this lady would have worked in an office and would have been the secretary. She said, we all showed our caring in different ways. And whether we're in an office or whether we're in a hospital or a nursing home, they're all coming in to say, we learned how to share and nurture people, whether they were our own or whether they were someone in need of help. And we're all here to express our desire for our children to reach out beyond themselves. Love yourself, but love others. Take care of yourself and take care of others. What goes around comes around. So whatever it is you're giving out will come back to you. So I feel like they all want to lift everybody up and say, reach out beyond yourself and you'll recognize that this is what brings you fulfillment and joy, because they found fulfillment and joy not just in their families and children, although they found great fulfillment in their children, but they also found fulfillment in how they worked outside with other people, whether it was in volunteering or working in offices or grocery stores. They found ways throughout their days to help and uplift others. So I feel like all of these mothers who gathered here in this first message are really trying to lift us all up and remind us to love ourselves and love each other, and to be the caring, loving, nurturing people we were born to be, we were taught to be. It's in our essence. So allow your hearts to open and just be there for everyone else. Be kind, be loving, be nurturing, and love one another. And that's the beautiful message of this gathering of mothers who want to come in and uplift us all. So I thank them all for being here. And we'll see who else wants to come in. There was quite a crew. Okay, I feel like I have a little grandmother who comes in on her own. And I feel like she's very sweet and she's very lovely. She's a beautiful grandmother. I feel like I'm very soft here with her. I'm not too tall, but I'm dainty, and I feel like she's got gloves on. So that always is my symbol for a great lady. And I feel like she would have, she's taken me back to like the 50s and 60s when she would have been known. And I feel like back to the days when they would wear gloves and hats, because I feel like when she was a younger woman, she always had these beautiful hats, because she's putting a big hat on my head, and I feel hat and gloves, and she dressed to the nines, she's telling me. So she always liked to look beautiful. And as she's moving through, as she moved through her life, she continued to want to look beautiful. But she's saying, in that beauty, it wasn't just the outer. It wasn't just the clothes she wore, the jewelry she put on. It was the beauty within that shone through it all. So she said, had I not been bringing my light and my beauty up from within me. I couldn't have pulled off the outfits I did, but I feel like she could put together an outfit and look so glamorous in it in her day. And she said, if I had put that on and I was a miserable person, I wouldn't have looked so good. So she said, beauty comes from within, and then it travels into whatever you accessorize with. But I feel like she was definitely someone that liked to accessorize, because the accessories bring out your beauty, bring out your goodness. So she's reminding everybody to accessorize and bring out all of the good parts of you. So I feel like she's talking to her granddaughter. I feel like she also has grandsons. And I feel like she's trying to encourage them to accessorize the goodness. I don't know what she means by this, but she wants you to accessorize with the goodness that you share and bring into the world. Accessorize the beauty that you bring forward. So I feel like she's saying you have to call attention to yourself, because you have so much to offer, and people don't right away notice what you have to offer because you sort of hide it under this. She's showing me this gray sweater. So I feel like she's saying you hide all that beauty and goodness behind a wall, and people can't see all the goodness that you have to offer. So you have to accessorize and wear bright colors and let people see you and share your ideas, the things that you have within you. Begin to share them with other people. I keep feeling that she wants to encourage her grandchildren to get out there and share their ideas, to speak about them to other people and call attention to who they are. She says, if I came out with a all black wardrobe and nothing bright colored, no one would even notice I was there. But I accessorized so people would know I was there, and then they'd listen to me. And so she's encouraging everybody to call attention to yourself so people will listen to you. If you're a wallflower, they're not going to listen. You have to step up. So she's helping her grandchildren and encouraging everyone to find your inner beauty, find your inner power, and allow that to come forward and stand up as who you are, because you have a lot to offer and a lot to give. So she's really strong as she brings that forward. And she said, if people wouldn't listen to me, I made them listen. I called them and I talked to them and I kept sharing. So she said nothing would stop me when I wanted to get something across to someone. So she's encouraging everyone to stand up as who you are and let people know who you are and share that beauty and wonder and that goodness that you have. You have wonderful ideas. Let them out. Let people hear them and see them. So I'm going to leave you with her blessings. And I think we have time for one more. I have a gentleman who comes in. He said, I had to crash Mother's Day. And he's got quite a sense of humor. But I feel like he was the mother and the father in the family. I feel like he would have lost his wife early on, and he raised his children himself. And he said, I get the sense that he never remarried. He always put the kids first. And he said the kids were everything in my life. I feel like he's showing me 4 children. It's either 3 or 4. I feel like he always had let his kids bring friends along whenever they went on journeys. And there were always other kids around. So it's hard to pin down which ones are his and which ones are the kids' friends. But I feel like he's always seems to have this 4 with him. And he keeps showing me this number 4. And he said, my kids were everything to me. I feel like he would have sacrificed and he would have done everything he could to get them an education, to get them what they needed in life, and to be there for them. So I feel very much in this father that he allowed that mother energy within his heart to come forward to be that nurturing presence. I feel like he would have had daughters and he would have spent time listening and trying to understand what it was like to be a girl. He said, I didn't know, but he said, I worked hard at learning about it, and I listened, and I was right there beside them. And I feel like he would have been on the strict side when it was time for you to go out with boys. Not too happy about that, he said, but he always put your best interest at heart. And sometimes you weren't happy with his rules, but they were always to protect you. I feel like he lived to be, he's showing me late 60s, early 70s before when he passed. And I feel like he passed suddenly. I feel like he would have had a heart attack and gone fairly quickly. And he really hated to leave his children behind. But he said, I know that I did a good job. I know that I gave them a strong foundation and that they knew that they could lean on each other and they all would be there for each other. So I feel like as he's coming in today, he's pulling you all together and letting you know that he found your mother. And he's got a big smile on his face. And he said, we are together now, and we're watching over all of you. There's so much emotion that they're bringing through me, that they have found each other, and they're all around you and helping to lift you up and care for you and support you and never, ever think you're alone. So I feel like their energy is just so strong and so powerful as they come through, and they're trying to lift you all up and let you know that they're together, and they're together in the love that they have for you. So as you're remembering them on Mother's Day, they're really emotional. Please feel the love of these two beautiful souls around you, and they're coming in also to remind everyone that there is nothing but love that flows from the spirit side of life. When you've lost your parent, they'll always be there for you, for that love will never die. So please open your hearts and receive the love of your parents today, because they were all nurturing and loving and are there to uplift you and help you as you walk through this journey of life. So I leave you with all their blessings and their love, and so powerful that they want to reach right through me to you and give you all a bear hug, because they're all here from the spirit side of life. There are so many that want to reach their children, because they want you to know there's no separation. We're there for you, and we're hugging you, and they want you to feel it. So I'm going to leave you with all their blessings and all their love. So we thank all of the loved ones from the spirit side of life who have drawn close today to let you know that you are loved. So please take their love, send your love out to them, because they do get it. And now just a few announcements before we close our service. As you know, our services will continue on YouTube. We're hoping to come back into the church in the fall after Labor Day, but for now we'll be on YouTube, so please tune in. And since we can pass the basket during the service, we appreciate any donations you can give us to keep us going. Donations to the church can be made on our website and also on Venmo at GBC Spiritualism, and also on Facebook. And know that we appreciate all of your support. The next Medium's Day, a time where you can get a private reading with one of our mediums on Zoom, will be Sunday, May 23rd from 1 to 3. If you'd like to schedule an appointment with one of our mediums, you can email me at healergbcs@hotmail.com, and I'll be happy to schedule a reading with one of our evidential mediums. Once you've scheduled, then you can pay for it on our website, and we send the link out the day before the event. So don't forget to like the videos, subscribe to the channel, and please share the videos. And if you recognize one of these beautiful souls, and let me know, or if you recognize them as belonging to someone you know, let them know to watch the service. And now let us close our service with a closing prayer. Infinite Spirit, beloved God, we give thanks for your presence within us and around us. We give thanks for the healing we've received, for the wisdom that has moved into our minds and hearts. We give thanks for all of the loved ones who have drawn near today. Help us all to remember that there is no separation. We are always connected. We are always at one in your energy of love and peace. Help us to walk in a place of love and live in a place of harmony so that we may do our part to create peace on earth. Amen. Have a wonderful week and happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. God bless you all. See you next time.